the people were stranded, and all of them out of line. When all the dreams had been branded, long beyond their time. When everyone had been told to follow kind with kind. That's when we knew that the seers, all of them were blind. This time they told us was different. This time we finally change. This time we learn all that we meant. This time we reach the range. But when the time came down to it, we found something strange. All those from the new order seem permanently deranged. All things we've seen, those colors from blue to green, no changes to move ahead, all bring us right back instead to so everything is brand new now. Change has finally come. Now that we've finally seen how to reach everyone. Now that we've finally learned how the tale that we have spun. I wonder when we'll all realize this plot's already been done. This time they told us was different, and this time we'd finally change. This time we'd learn all that we meant, and this time we reached the range. But when the time came down to it, we found something strange. All those from the new order seem permanently deranged. All things we've seen, those colors from blue to green, all changes to move ahead, all bring us right back instead to
Ah, yes. Wanted to mix that up a little bit. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Argonauts, to a Friday. Yeah, that's me jumping ahead in the week. It's not Friday. No, it's a Tuesday. Welcome to a Tuesday stream. It is 1 p.m. Eastern. I hope everyone's doing well. Welcome to the Patreon Fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month, Lego The Lord of the Rings, as chat has decreed. I'm looking forward to this. I've never actually played Lego Lord of the Rings. I played Lord of the Rings. I've played Lego stuff, of course, but Lego Star Wars and a bunch of others, but I've never played Lego The Lord of the Rings. No, not Friday. It's not Friday, unfortunately. Not Friday. That was crazy. But it is Tuesday, and it is our Patreon Fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month. And it is Lego The Lord of the Rings. Before we get there, though, a couple of reminders about ways to support the stream. If you have not done so already, please make sure to follow the stream. That is always the most important thing. We are right on the edge, by the way, of 200,000 views. So we're right on the edge of 200,000 views. I think we actually only have 15 views left to actually get there, which, you know, people don't talk too much about that, but I think it's pretty neat to think of the idea that 200,000 times the video has this, you know, this channel has been viewed. That's kind of a cool thought. So that is the case. We are over 5,600 followers there. So following the channel is definitely a big thing that you can do, and I would appreciate that very much. If you haven't already done so, please consider also supporting the stream by checking out the YouTube channel, !ArvTube, for past broadcasts of the stream. !ArvCord will get you over to the Discord channel where you can hang out with the Arvanauts in between streams. That is always happening. !ArvTweets will get you over to my Twitter, which just went over 900 followers, which is really cool. So you can check out what I have to say there on all things gaming, streaming, teaching, writing, gaming, family, and sometimes politics, because that's related to all those things too. That's what's happening. And then, so we've got all that going on. It is !ArvTweets for that. !Tweet will let you retweet the stream. Please retweet this stream out. Thank you to those of you like Echo who tweeted out the stream already. I appreciate that, as we kind of try to broaden out beyond just the Twitch community, which is always a good thing. The shop, !Arv shop, which just has Infinity and Beyond merchandise, but soon we'll have merchandise from other areas, including including merchandise from Assignment Impossible and from Esper Genesis as well, so that's really awesome. And then last but certainly not least, of course, we have the Patreon and the subsystem, !ArvTreon, sitting at $398.96. Would love to get that back over 400 again, and heading north again. A lot of cool things you can get from the channel, a lot of cool things you can get for the stream. The Patreon really is the financial backbone of that, so thank you to those who have been able to support that thus far. And last but certainly not least, of course, including, by the way, a copy of one of my band's albums, the third album from which you just heard a song from 5 years later. Digital release for that is going to be next month. And then last but certainly not least, of course, the sub button right above the sub window. Would love to get that back up to 60 subs if you can. That would be awesome. So with all that said, what is this obligatory for Lego Lord of the Rings? What is this? Legolas, Lego Legolas. Legless Lego Legolas. Lego my Lego Ego. Legless Lego Legolas. Legless Lego Legolas is Lego lass. That's awesome. Oh, good times, good times. But anyway, yes. So now, a couple of quick notes about schedule. Today we've got Lego Lord of the Rings, and then at 4 p.m. Eastern, I will be over on GOG with my Pen and Pixel show, and I got a big stream over there today, folks, because it is the release stream of Pathfinder Kingmaker. This is the new game, which I think looks really good. I hope it's as good as it looks, but I was really impressed with what I've seen so far from videos and such. I'm going to be playing it. If I like it, that will be my main game that I'll be playing over there for a while, and you'll be happy to know that I have a giveaway key. I will be giving away a copy of Pathfinder Kingmaker on that stream. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you definitely need to check that out. That will be happening at 4 p.m. And I agree, Echo. I also thought that it had some Baldur's Gate vibe. Again, we'll see how it actually plays, but I'm really hoping for the best. So that would be the deal with that. And then on Friday, we have got more Esper Genesis. As you know, we had a surprise last Friday. We had a new person come in, Carlos Hernandez, to join the rest of the crew. So we have now a 5-person instead of a 4-person crew. So that will be continuing on Friday. And on Saturday, we will be either wrapping up or coming close to wrapping up Lone Wolf HD Remastered. By way of the video game question, incidentally, after that, we've got Toonstruck. I think we're going to be wrapping up. And then after that's done, I may be moving on to Bard's Tale 4. I'm very much up in the air. I have to decide. I really am going back and forth on it. I like some things of what Bard's Tale 4 did from what I've seen, but it doesn't have a save everywhere system, which pisses me off. I'm so tired of that. I'm tired of people thinking that that's a good idea to have a bizarre difficulty through the power of save points. Stop with the save points. It's 2018. Come up with another way to make your game hard. Please don't make it based on save points. I hate save points. But that said, I may want to play it anyway because the music's awesome, and so I don't know. I'm thinking about it seriously. If I don't play that, then I would move on to Deus Ex Human Revolution would be my next one. I got a lot of stuff going on over this month. I've got a lot of busy things happening, and a lot of sort of publishing information and things like that, and things that I'm going to be announcing to you. But there are 2 announcements that I want to make about things happening before we get into Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Wizardry Rant, yeah. Just give me 1 second here and let me get this thing I need to show you. Okay. Here we go. So let me get rid of... okay, let's get rid of that central picture. And let's get rid of that, and let's turn on that. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I have a few announcements that I want to make. One is a non-channel related announcement, but it's a very important announcement. And then the other two have connections to the channel. So first of all, and one other announcement. Boston Red Sox, best team in baseball, best record in baseball, home field advantage, and they won their 106th game, which is in the 112-year history of the Red Sox, is the most wins they've ever had. Not that I'm counting. Anyway, I'm very pleased with my baseball team. All right, now, DXWND. Oh my God, when I talk about Lord of the Rings, I'm going to talk up how great DXWND is. First of all, important note. Today is National Voter Registration Day. Today is National Voter Registration Day, which I hope you are excited about as I am. It is an important thing. It's important for us to be ready for it and to be set to go. And so we have got a lot of stuff going on here that we can do. National Voter Registration Day. Just make sure that I got this one. If you go to everytown. I'm not a Royal. Oh, you're a Royals fan? Oh. Oh, I am sorry. Hey, listen, they won one more recently. What's up, Cujo? Don't give me ooh, Red Sox. Listen, you just worry about your little hockey thing over there. You know what I'm saying? Actually, one of my students the other day was wearing a big Whalers jersey, and I was like, good stuff. Okay. Right now, everytown.turbovote.org. Now, I am wearing my GunSense voter shirt today. And I'm doing that because it is National Voter Registration Day. So if you have not done so, now is the day to make sure that you double check and make sure that your voter registration is up to date and you're ready to go. Why is that, Arv, you say? Because the vote is not coming up yet. It's coming up the first Tuesday in November. You may have noticed that the Democrats are in tremendous position. The reason this matters is because we have to stop this wannabe fascist regime. I am happy to say that it looks like, now again, knock on wood, and I haven't looked at the news in the last half hour, but it looks as if the Supreme Court situation is going to be somewhat improved in that it looks like we're going to get an alleged rapist not on the court. So that's a positive thing. But leaving aside all of that stuff, the most important way to fight what we've been dealing with in this country, is to be able to register to vote. Now, if you are European and you're not here, then you want to obviously be able to vote here. But I still want to encourage you, because everyone within the sound of my voice is living in a democracy of some kind. And I want you to, unless you're living in North Korea, in which case I hope for the best and hopefully we can get you into a country that, actually respects your vote. But I want to be clear here. It is important to make sure that you are ready to go. As Thorg said, make sure that you haven't been purged from the voter rolls. Guys, this is the most important election that we have ever had. I've heard politicians say that for the 46 years that I've been alive. Well, probably I only remembered it from the time that I was about 8. So for about 38 years, when I was starting to pay attention to this stuff a little bit, that has been the case. This is actually true. If we come out in the numbers we should, if this generation, the younger generation, comes out in the way that they should, things are going to have a chance to move in a different direction, but only if we do something about it. Not just hoping, not just assuming. Now is the time to prepare. So please register to vote. Please make sure you're ready to go, because you have to vote. You have to let your voice be heard. If you do not let your voice be heard, others will make their voices heard for you. And the only way that we continue to have this thing, which is still an experiment, called a democracy, is if we continue to be an active part of that democracy, and that requires first and foremost voting. So make sure that we are voting here. Please make sure that you register to vote. So check that out, everytown.turbovote.org. And actually, Thorg, or I don't know if Kilobyte's actually in here or not. Thorg, could you do me a favor, and could you make up a command that just says register, like vote register, like vote? Just do ! Vote, actually. Could you do a command for me, man, and just link that so that I can actually talk to people about that a couple times, ! Vote, because I really want to make sure that people are registered and ready to go. Because again, I've been trying to push this, as you folks know. So that's the first non-channel announcement, super important, but I wanted to make that clear. Now, second announcement is about my band's album. My third album, called 5 Years Later, is done and dusted, basically, and it is now being uploaded with cover art and stuff. And the person who's helping with the cover art, by the way, is Rock God. I think you guys are going to really like what he's done. That is going to be available and ready to go as of next month. So we are going to be doing a virtual release party in late October on this channel 4 or 5 years later. We will play the entire album. We will have hopefully some games that we'll play. We will have a lot of discussion. Maybe we'll even have a couple of live musical events. I haven't decided all of it yet, but we're definitely going to be doing a live event, a virtual release on my channel next month. We will then have a release event up in Boston in November at a place to be determined. And then we will have a release event down in New York in December at the Delancey, which is the place that I played in June. Shattermage came to watch me play there and all that. So we've got a lot of stuff going on. We're very excited about this album. I'm very happy with how it came out. It took long enough, hence the title, but we finally got it done, and I'm very, very excited to sort of see this released. This is good times. So I'm very, very pumped up about that album, so please be aware of that. So that is second announcement, announcement the second. Announcement the third. First of all, oh, nice. Thanks, dude. Yeah, that's awesome. Listen, send it to the Red Sox. I'm all about that. I'm a big fan. Okay, now the last announcement, and this is one that I think you folks will all find interesting. So this book, as you know, is Emberwind, This is Skies of Axia. You may remember that I actually played in a session with this, 2 sessions actually, with Sod, with Brahms, with Trendane, and with John Helfers as the GM. And then later on we had Derek Chung, who's the president of Nomnivore Games and the designer, the lead developer basically of Emberwind, who is playing this for us. This is like just beautiful, beautiful art. You know, like just really, really, it's a really beautiful book, really nicely made. There we go. Super cool. It's a really neat book. So I am happy to announce that I am going to be doing a little bit of writing for the world of Emberwind. And my first story for them, set in the world of Emberwind, is going to be coming out later this week. It is going to be released on their website. They have some actual special things that are associated with it that I can't talk about, that are game connected, that are going to be released as well. So I am doing some writing for them. And I turned in my first story to them. In fact, I have some, I have to go through and make sure I do some edit passes tonight. Hi, John. He just sent it to me this morning, but or last night, I should say. So I'm going to be doing that this evening. So yeah, so we've got that going on. So I've got some Emberwind stuff, which I will be releasing. That's in addition to other things also. So Emberwind stories and a couple. And again, there's not going to be a lot from me on this. Usually, I'm going to be bringing them something maybe once a month, once every other month, something like that, because I'm so buried. My schedule is so busy, but I'm very happy to be associated with them and doing some work for them. So you will get a chance to see some of my writing. My first story will be on the Emberwind site, which I believe is emberwindgame.org, if I'm not mistaken, and that'll be happening later on this week. So I was given permission to make this announcement on my channel today. So I'm very excited about that, and hopefully we'll have more stuff with Emberwind coming up very soon. So there's that. There was one other thing that I wanted to mention, and now it went out of my head again. One other thing I wanted to announce. So we've got, what we have going on is we've got this, then we've got the GOG thing. Tonight, we actually have a special bonus session of the Our Vocalists. So the Our Vocalists will be here tonight. And tonight we will have a special group of people. It will have, as always, Zach, Marimba Monk. Zach Clay will be here. It will have my good friend Russ Guberman, Dr. Laser Falcon. Russ will be here, as always. We will not have Bonnie Gordon, unfortunately, because she is doing an album recording of her own, and this was the only day they could do it. So unfortunately, we will not have Bonnie here. We may or may not have Rob. To be perfectly honest, I don't know if Rob's back from Europe yet, so I'm not sure. But we will have Margaret Crone. We will have Maggie, who of course has joined us on Infinity and Beyond. She is going to be joining us for this. So we'll be doing some Crosscode tonight, which has been now officially released, and we will have Maggie in the mix with us. So we'll be doing that tonight. That will start at 9 p.m. Eastern. I don't know how long exactly. We're looking at maybe 3 hours, something like that. So that'll be happening tonight. So I'm going to be a busy bee today. I've got this going on, then I've got GOG, and then I've got Our Vocalist tonight. And then Friday is Esper Genesis, and then Saturday we have Lone Wolf HD Remastered, and that will wrap up September, and oh my god, is October going to be busy. But that's okay, it'll be all kind of good stuff. So that's the deal with that. Those are the announcements, and all very exciting, I think. And with that said, the time has come, folks, to move to this game. Now, we are playing LEGO Lord of the Rings. Now, I have to say straight up, DXWND, and if you don't know what this is an open source program that basically allows you to run games that don't normally support it in windowed mode. This thing is the bomb. Like, DXWND works so well so much of the time. It doesn't work with everything, but it works with a lot. For some inexplicable reason, the LEGO games don't come with windowed mode. Side note, always please include windowed mode. If you don't want to do borderless, fine, even though you should, but always do windowed mode. But DXWND makes it that it runs smooth as silk. Perfect. So we got it running thanks to the awesomeness of WXDMD. It's going to be cool. Really excited. That's good. Going to be good stuff. So with that said, let us get over there and let's play some of a game that I never played, but I am looking forward to with LEGO Lord of the Rings. Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, it makes... I don't understand. Some people are like, why would you want to do that? I'm like, because it makes a huge difference is why I want to do that. Like, good grief. DXWND is the name of it. Yes, exactly like that, Caro. DXWND. Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Oh man, I love the LEGO sense of humor. I always have.
The world is changed. I feel it in the water. I feel it in the earth. I smell it in the air.
Makes a huge difference, Caro. Yeah.
Much that once was is lost.
Super useful.
For none now live who remember it.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. Oh man, I'm teaching Lord of the Rings right now, of course, in my Lord of the Rings Harry Potter class, and oh man, I just love these series so much. It's always been my favorite. All right. Wait. All right. Confirm save, yes. Okay, that's fine.
It began with the forging of the great rings. 3 were given to the elves, immortal, wisest, and fairest of all beings. 7 to the dwarf lords, great miners and craftsmen of the mountain halls. And 9 rings were gifted to the race of men, who above all else desire power.
I love this sense of humor.
Within these rings was bound the strength and will to govern each.
Yeah, but I don't want to spoil the story for her.
But they were all of them deceived.
So true, Carol.
Another ring was made. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others. One ring to rule them all. But there were some who resisted. A last alliance of men and elves marched against the armies of Mordor, and on the slopes of Mount Doom, they fought for the freedom of Middle-earth.
Oh, whoa, this is me. Okay. Oh, ow. Hey, get it. What? Kind of didn't think I was playing this part. No, run. Excuse me. Pardon me. Help. Hell yeah. Okay. Oh, ouch. Okay. I gotta get the flag guy. Here. That's right. Okay, one more. You! Suck it. That's right. Haha. That's right. Dude, get out of my way. You. Right. Oh. All right. Haha. Since 1985. I don't think you use your mouse for this at all. Whoa, hey, whoa there. What the heck? Wait. What? No, I freaking... Oh, that's not a Lendil. Should know that better. There we go. I did select him. Damn it. Alright. There we go. I couldn't finally. No, I was not a Yankees fan. Nope. Destroy a tower.
Victory was near.
Victory is near.
But the power of the ring could not be undone.
Whoa. All right, come on, Sauron. Hi. This is working. This is working really well. Mistakes are made. Oh, right there. Oh. Wrong button. Haha. Sauron is greater than the Red Sox. How's the volume, guys? This way, Sauron. Whoop. Okay, volume's good. Okay, cool. Hurt! Open it. Ow. Aha! That's right. Out of my way, orc. Got some Lego pieces I have to get. This way, Sauron. Oh, okay. Don't step on me. Need to get that. What's up? There we go. Haha! No, Elendil!
It was in this moment that Isildur, son of the king, took up his father's sword. Sauron, the enemy of the free peoples of Middle-earth, was defeated. The ring passed to Isildur, who had this one chance to destroy evil forever.
Isildur, hurry! Follow me.
Wait, how do I jump? Wait a second. I need to figure out how I jump. Okay. Jump is J. Alright. Ask a silly question. Jump is J. Alright. Hoot! 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 Yeah. What do you guys think of this incredible action play? All right. You've never seen graphics like this. All right. Huh. Huh. I forgot that I was supposed to be breaking up bricks. I completely forgot. It's been so long since I played... Whoops. Lego games. It's like watching Uncharted. Yeah. Oh, it sure is. Oh, wait a second. No. God damn it. Damn it. Alright, I don't know why I can't get to that. I can't... How do you get to that, though? Ow, ow, ow. How do you... I don't understand how you get to this, though. Alright. How do I get to the... How do I get to that? Okay, let me see if I can shoot something. Can I shoot it somehow? Action is H. U is tag. K is special. Alright. Ow. Okay, note to self, don't stand in front of the lava. What's up, Kill? Oh! There's like a special golden block. There's a special golden block there. How do I get to that? Also, stop dying, dude. Damn it. I want to know how to get to... The dude just keeps dying. Okay. What's up, Nonstop? Okay, I'll do that in a minute. Okay. Okay. Let's get this. We're gonna have to go in there in just a second. Getting a head start on Kingmaker. Nice, man. I'm gonna be doing that at 4 o'clock. I'm going to be giving away a copy of Kingmaker on GOG today. Yeah. There's a magical one down there. Man, there's like a gold chest down there that I can't get to. Ow. Right there. How do I get to that? Like Lego Zelda. I don't know how to get to this thing down there. There's got to be a way. Like, I wish I had like a ranged weapon or something, but like I can't. Do or do not, there is no try. Yeah, I hate to leave it behind is the thing. Alright, I guess I'll have to leave it behind for now. It's too bad, though. Hey, hey! Sorry, Elrond. Whatever, you said men are weak. Orcs! Ow. Okay, so he can't do anything with that either. Four out of 5. There's one of those guys left. You sent it? Nice, dude. They like their Sauron statues. Oh, what? See, how do I get in there? Special doesn't do anything. Maybe I have to hit the bullseye, but like... Yeah, maybe I have to hit the bullseye, but what, where, like... I don't know how to hit anything, like, that way. Alright, well, for right now... True adventurer! Yeah, I'm a true adventurer. You guys know it. You know I was a true adventurer. Such a true adventurer, I sit around and destroy an entire bridge.
Cast it into the fire! Destroy it! No. Isildur!
But the hearts of men are easily corrupted, and the Ring of Power has a will of its own.
Thanks, Echo.
It betrayed Isildur to his death. And some things that should not have been forgotten were lost. For 2,500 years, the ring passed out of all knowledge. Until... the ring came to the creature Gollum, who took it deep into the tunnels of the Misty Mountains. For 500 years it poisoned his mind. But something happened then the ring did not intend. It was picked up by the most unlikely creature imaginable.
What's this?
A hobbit. Bilbo Baggins of the Shire.
A ring.
Prologue, level completed, yeah! One of my favorite themes ever. New characters available to buy. True adventurer. Okay. I want to be able to see. Maybe I can change the characters.
So you mean to go through with your plan, then?
Yes, yes, it's all in hand. All the arrangements are made. I'm old, Gandalf. I need a holiday. You will keep an eye on Frodo, won't you?
2 eyes, as often as I can spare them.
I'm leaving everything to him.
What about this ring of yours? Is that staying too?
You're right, Gandalf. The ring must go to Frodo.
Bilbo. The ring is still in your pocket.
I love how well they get a lot of the little film parts.
Yes.
Until our next meeting.
Bilbo! Gandalf? He's gone, hasn't he?
He's gone to stay with the elves. One ring to rule them all.
Well, we just cut over a big middle section.
One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness, find them. This is the One Ring, forged by the Dark Lord Sauron. Sauron needs only this ring to cover all the lands of a second darkness. Frodo, he must never find it. Get down. Confound it all, Samwise Gamgee! Have you been eavesdropping?
I ain't been dropping no eaves, sir, honest. Oh! What must I do?
Make for the village of Bree. I'll be waiting for you at the Inn of the Prancing Pony. And see the head of my order. You'll know what to do. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
You know, that in the film, he actually hit that for real without realizing it, and he just stayed in character. Follow the trail of guide studs to reach your destination. Okay. First, we're going to destroy all the flowers. It's time to blow up the Shire, people. Things have gotten a little too easy around here. Excuse me, I'm destroying the Shire. I hate Bag End. All of the... You can't... These flowers are not... I don't... This is what we're fighting for, Sam. We're fighting to destroy the Shire by ourselves. I hate this wagon. All the plants, potatoes, tomatoes. The thing with the stuff. Take the Bag End, you stupid... Some can use the spade to grow plants from certain Lego soil patches. Okay. How? Hi, what's up? I like that they're waving at him while he's doing this. Oh man. All right. This bench. Knock knock. What's up, Oliverius? What's up, Ghost? Hey. Okay, so where do I do that? I don't know how I, like... Oh. Spade. I'm calling a spade a spade. I've had enough, Mr. Frodo! I don't mean to! Oh man, it's cracking me up. Alright, so... I wonder, do you have... Whoa, what? I really want to get in there. I wonder, are there times you have to go through a level more than once because there's characters that can get to things that you can't get to? Can't even see where the dirt things are, supposedly. Green plant to the right, where? No, no, no. Green plant to the right. Oh, I got it? Okay. Destroy the Shire. Come on, you can get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Oh, Sam. Excuse me, Mr. Frodo. Time to destroy the Shire. Yes! Yes! No, wait, no, don't jump off there. Wait, what? Get back on. Woohoo! Yeah. Who needs the scouring of the Shire? Trying to figure out how each build is put together. That's true. You have like, you're like the big Lego builder guy, Thorg. I forgot that. Wait a minute, wait. Give me, where's my goat? Goat? Yeah, see, I can't get into some of these places, so I have to assume that there's a reason why. Wait. Tinderbox. Tinderbox, right? No. Right, see, they thought that the scouring of the Shire and all that was all the stuff that Sauron did, but truthfully, this is the sort of director's cut where you see Sam and Frodo basically running roughshod over the Shire. The original title was Hobbits Behaving Badly, and they weren't, the focus groups weren't sure about how they felt about. Oh, yep. How do I do it? How do I do that? How do I do that? How do I use the thing? Special is K. Action is H. How do I use the thing? How do I... What? Well, K selects it. K selects it. But then I don't know how to actually use it. I mean, that's me. I'm Sam here. Maybe I have to go this way? No. I don't understand. I'm right here. What do I do? I don't... I have the spade equipped. Frodo keeps looking for the ring. That's really funny. Why do you keep showing me that? Control setup. Okay, look left, look right, look up, look down. Look down is semicolon? Oh, yeah? What's the last big one that you put together, Thorg? Darn it. I don't understand how to use this. What I probably should just do is just, like, forget about the stupid keyboard and just hook up my controller, but... I'm so excited, by the way, that this works in windowed mode. Like, DXW&D, again, so good. I don't know, if anyone happens to find, like, can... I'm gonna look it up, because I really don't want to miss out on stuff if I could get it just by figuring out how to use the silly, How do I use the spade in Lego Lord of the Rings? Yeah, but how do it just says you can use it. What's up, Love Shack? I'm exactly the same. How am I exactly the same? I mean, I guess I'm glad to know that, maybe. What the devil? I'm just looking to find out. Well, for those watching the VOD, you'll wonder what's going on. I don't know what's going on this side. It shouldn't have disconnected, but... Okay, I should be back. I should be reconnected. Am I back? Back. Okay, cool. Okay. So, alright, I guess, I don't know. Like, I just can't find the thing that... I can't find the, It's frustrating, because I can't find the actual thing to... I mean, like, it shows me, like, okay, when this happens, when that little icon shows up, right, where is it? Right there. Doesn't that mean I can dig? Or is that just showing... Is that showing me that I can dig, or is that just showing where I am? Yeah, great. How dare you steal the pineapple, Toby? No, is that like, showing where I am, or is that showing me that I can dig? You guys know what I mean? Like, what does that icon mean? Oh, okay. Alright then. Fine. Alright, in that case, I'll just destroy... Oh, hey. There we go. In the ravaging of the Shire. Aha! Press K to grow a plant. Here we go. Ha-ha! Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. That's awesome. And then you get to destroy the plant you just grew. That's so awesome. Classic. I imagine it must be a lot of fun to program these because you can just like sit there and just repeatedly build everything and then figure out a way to destroy them all. Oh, definitely. Right? Including Sam. Ah! Okay. This is so true to the... It really is. Don't you remember this section, Elias, where they just went running around and, like, basically destroyed everything in the Shire, and they were like, Mom, never listen to me! Excuse me, Frodo. He's like, I never wanted to be a gardener. Yeah. Open. Excuse me. I like how all the hobbits are like waving at him. Uh-oh. We're gonna need a cutscene. I was gonna say, like, man. Okay. Get out of my way, table. It looks like this is the whole game, actually. This like is the whole thing. Hate this bucket, table, bucket, table, lettuce, carrots. Yeah, we got Sam back. Excuse me, guy people. Excuse me, what? It's a pleasant, idyllic scene, and I'll be right back to it just as soon as I destroy everything that moves. Oh, God. Or that doesn't. The Shire, I'm fighting for this, Mr. Frodo! I'm fighting for this! Oh, God. I would assume. Spoilers, Tovik. Sorry, sorry, sorry! Sorry! She just goes back to dancing. Like, hits her. She's like, oh! And then she goes back. Oh my god. What's up, Kooky? Oh my god, that was the best. She's like, ow! And then she goes right back to dancing. The reason the Shire wasn't dangerous is that they never had any they never realized when they were under attack. No, he has the ring. No, that's not true. Frodo has the ring. I don't want to hurt this pig. Don't eat the basket of food. Don't destroy vegetables. All right. All right, I think we've almost destroyed everything there is to destroy. Not quite, though. There we go. There's nothing left, bro. There's nothing left. I've destroyed everything. So I'm playing this right, guys? Am I playing this correctly? I want to make sure I'm getting the full experience. Yeah, I heard about that. He did some release thing on at I think E3. Or maybe it was E3, where I saw him doing some presentation. Oh, so you can fast travel? Okay. Ooh, tinderbox, tinderbox, tinderbox. Time to light a Lego fire. Yeah! And now, destroy it. Oh, maybe we can't destroy it. This is Lego, I should be able to destroy everything. Transference, yeah. I remember him talking about this. I saw it somewhere. He did like a live presentation of some kind. Excuse me, Frodo. I like how Frodo is just kind of like, Sam? He's just like... It's getting hot in here, so take off all your spades. That's quite a jump. Merry can use his fishing rod to fish. Okay, you don't have Merry yet. So take off all your cloaks. I am getting so hot, I'm gonna take my cloak off. We're probably not making a lot of story progress, but I'm having a blast just destroying the entire Shire, so... This to me would be like an OCD nightmare, though, if I were OCD. I can't imagine that this wouldn't just be like... Come on, damn it. Okay. Yeah, I never got the impression from the books or the films that Sam was quite this agile. And I'm just saying, like, I never really recognized his agility potential. Yes. Excuse me. I am the sheep. I can't wait till they come out with the sheep armor DLC for this. This ride's getting pretty wide and woolly. Right? Sheep riding. This is awesome. You can jump with them too? This is the only way to travel through Hobbiton. Sheeple chase. Must be whales. Thanks, bro. Wait. Can I not get up there? Ah, it doesn't want to let me... Okay, let's go around this way. Yes, and of course Tolkien himself, he fancied himself a hobbit. I mean, that's what... It's basically what Tolkien imagined himself to be. Alright, I need to remember how to flip around the camera. How do I flip the camera? Yeah. Mr. Frodo, don't take this the wrong way, but... Wonder how I get that block. Yeah, I tried, but I can't. I couldn't figure it out. Play the game. I am playing it, Echo. That's why I'm asking. No, 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 no. Okay. Stop that. The devil is this? What? That's... Oh my god. Let's do it. Damn it. This is not easy to control. Don't boo! Haha! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Success. All right. I'm almost to 100,000. Takes practice. Takes practice. Okay. That was pretty cool. Yeah, I definitely must not have the right person for that yet. Farmer Maggot? Yeah. It's interesting that Farmer Maggot is supposedly this close. Farmer Maggot in reality is not anywhere close to Hobbiton, but... I think like this game's getting a little corny at this point. I want to get to 100,000, then I'll continue with the story. I'm gonna like the character creation. Nice. Yeah. Oh, man. I wish they had lent their ears to the actual story, you know what I'm saying? I feel like they could have fielded more questions. You know, Thord? The idea that they didn't is just amazing to me. I do not hate Tom Bombadil. I think that Tom Bombadil is actually a very important character. I understand why the film didn't use him, but... Whoa. What? I understand why the film did not use him, but because there was only so much that they could do at one time, but I actually think he's really important. I'm basically farming money. Yep. It's an ethanol... What the ethanol? I'm trying to think of a way to put in ethanol, and I'm not coming up with an idea. Yes, get to destroy tomatoes. Almost. We're almost to the... 100,000. That's got to count for something. It's got to be... It's 100,000. It's got to be a big deal. What the flip? Tom Bombadil is a very important character, in large part because he demonstrates the overall theme that it's not just monolithic good against monolithic evil, but there are other forces that are good forces that are not necessarily allied forces. I guess so, Kooky. I'm like... Okay. Alright, well, let me get over to the, I want to check out this crow, and then I'll get to that middle part of the field. What you doing, crow? I guess I can't get there. Now you can go stop Sauron. We have 100,000 coins. I feel like I'm focusing on exactly the right things here, people. Okay.
Frodo! Mary! It's Frodo Baggins! Hello, Frodo! Ooh, that was close.
I think I've broken something. Huh? Get off the road! Quick!
Yes, the Silmarillion will give you background on a lot of the Lord of the Rings. The Silmarillion is slower, but very interesting historically. I love the horse. Also, a lot of the tales, like his Lost Tales. The Children of Húrin, I haven't read his latest, but the Children of Húrin are absolutely beautiful, beautiful books. Really beautiful. So I would say yes. Children of Húrin is very sad, but absolutely beautiful. Then there's other like short stories that aren't really related to that. Roverandom is good for kids. There's lots of stuff like that. But in terms of like the sort of Lord of the Rings related books, I would definitely recommend the Silmarillion, which again gives you a lot of historical background of the other stuff. Yep. Yeah, for sure, Kerflop. Lord of the Rings is to me the best story-based concept. Like, it's the best story of them all. But... It's reminding me a little bit of Batman. Oh, my favorite book, Kerflop, my favorite book, The Hobbit. Lord of the Rings in general, Hobbit and Lord of the Rings had a profound effect on my writing development and my reading development, and... What? I think there's something that needs to be built there. Oh, Stalio, that's awesome. So you didn't really even know until you started reading it, and you're like, wow. Yeah. My daughter loved The Hobbit. We tried Lord of the Rings with her, but she's not old enough for it yet. It still kind of freaks her out. So... That's cool, though. I like to hear those stories. Where's Sam? Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Late, and Gandalf the Grey rides to Isengard, seeking my counsel.
They get so much this right.
Saruman.
The horse.
So the Ring of Power has been found. It was in the Shire, under my very nose. Sauron is gathering all evil to him. You know this? How? I have seen it. A Palantir is a dangerous tool, Saruman. The hour is later than you think. Sauron's forces are already moving. They will find the ring and kill the one who carries it. Frodo, we must join with Sauron. When did Saruman the Wise abandon reason for madness?
Whoa. Hey, this is awesome. Whoa, hey. Damn it. Shields up! I understand Kill, but I respectfully disagree. I think he has a very good writing style, actually. I think he's a wonderful prose stylist. I think it's an older style, maybe, but like... Alright. Yeah, through the doors. Hey, what's up, Immortal Benny?
I gave you the chance of aiding me willingly.
I love this sequence in the film, by the way.
Had elected the way of pain.
Such an awesome sequence. Love it. Save and continue. Yeah, I think, destroy this thing. I think sometimes people have the assumption, I'm not saying that you're doing this, but I think sometimes that people have the assumption that, oh, shoot. I just dropped that for no reason. But I think sometimes people have the assumption that it doesn't function the way that they would want it to. But I think that actually, I think the style is well sort of constructed for that. I mean, I've heard other people talk about that before, that it's too dry. But I think you have to be patient and give it another shot when you're older, because I think there's some pretty amazing stuff that can come out of that sometimes. When you sort of look at the depth of what it was he was doing. Oh, kill. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh. You go to Sam, please. Sam. My boy, Sam. He doesn't spend 5,000 pages talking about a tree. Oh wait, actually, that's a bridge. I was too busy trying to destroy everything. I didn't realize that was actually a bridge. Sorry. Bad guy in the distance, exactly. Thank you, Kilobyte. Thanks for the resub, dude. 15 months, man. Thank you, Kilobyte, very much, dude. Can we get some hypes? Thanks, man. Yeah, we got a... What the flip? We got a lobster? What? What's the benefit of that? Thank you, thank you. It's the flame? No, but I don't think so. I think there we go. There we go. Okay. That did not work. Well, I'm yeah. To me, the Peter Jackson trilogy, Hobbit trilogy, is not good. The animated is a lot closer. I'm still hoping that we get a legitimate Hobbit sometime. That is actually the Hobbit and not Lord of the Rings 0.5. Oh, you mean, I see what you're saying. You mean hitting the flame. My bad. You're right. There, I mean, I saw it because it's my favorite book, but it's not very good. Bees time! Not the bees! I don't really know what to make of that, but... Yeah, there was no need to make them 3 movies. There's actually a I forget. I may have posted this for you guys. I'm not sure. It was after Amal told me about this, I think. But Lindsay Ellis did a really, really good takedown of all the problems of the Hobbit films, and a big part of it is just pacing. And I happen to know from inside sources, without getting into details, I happen to know from inside sources that they were. A lot of people felt like they should never have done that. Like they realized that it was a mistake to have 3 films, and they should have left it at 2. And frankly, if Guillermo del Toro had been there, which is what everyone had hoped for, I think that would have been better. As much as I liked Peter Jackson for the Lord of the Rings films, I just don't think he was in the same spot anymore. I don't think he wanted to do it, really. Should have been 2.
That Black Rider was looking for something.
I have to leave the Shire. Sam and I must get to Bree.
Huckleberry Ferry. Follow me.
Well, somewhat kooky. What's up, Chelsea? Oh, God. I actually think that the casting of Bilbo and the dwarves is very good. I thought Thorin was very good. I thought that Bard was well cast. Whoa, since when did two Nazgul show up here? True adventurer! Oh, I disagree. I thought Thorin was well cast. I thought what they did with Thorin's character was silly. Especially at the end, I thought the second and third movies was silly, but...
How far to the nearest crossing? The Brandywine Bridge. 20 miles.
20 miles. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely with you about what they did to them. Like, the whole... See, here's the problem with The Hobbit. First of all, Black Rider. Let me just finish with this music. I'm sorry, and then I'll talk more about that. More Lego Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is fun. Lego Lord of the Rings is fun. So here's the thing for me about that. Okay, actually, wait, let me not talk over the music, but I'll talk about this in a second. Okay, here's the thing. Yeah, well, exactly, Stelio. Here's the problem. The Hobbit is its own book. It's its own thing. Yes, some of the things in The Hobbit lead directly to events that happen in Lord of the Rings, but the tone of The Hobbit is different. The intended audience of The Hobbit is different. The pacing is different. And so the problem was that if you had had Guillermo del Toro directing it, I think you would have had fresh eyes and he would have been looking at it as a fresh project. The problem with bringing Peter Jackson in to do The Hobbit after you've already done The Lord of the Rings is that you basically make it The Lord of the Rings 0.5, right? And The Hobbit is not Lord of the Rings 0.5. So what they ended up doing was making it very much like the first trilogy. You have this random person, this random creature, Bolg, or Azog, actually, who ends up being made up into this mega enemy, even though he never shows up in in The Hobbit as any kind of major figure. But he becomes this huge figure there that Thorin has to deal with. You make the whole business with this sort of lust for the gold, the dragon gold, and instead of making it something that the dwarves just naturally imagine, it becomes some actual, like, disease, as if they had the ring. And it makes it feel as if basically you've got the ring, so that's its own thing. thing. And then you've got the dragon gold sickness, which feels very much the same. That's silly. You have the ridiculous barrel scene, which is just so dumb. The whole riding down the river thing. You have the incredibly dumb love triangle between Feely and an unnecessary elf whose name I don't even remember now, and Legolas and all that, which is just ridiculous. I thought there was some good casting. Actually, I thought that Bard was well cast and so on. But there's just so many sequences that don't make sense. And then pacing wise, why would you start the third movie? Why would you start the third film with the destruction of Smaug? What possible sense does that make? You make 2 movies. You go, first movie is all the way to when they get to the Lonely Mountain. Second movie, and there's 2 ways to do it. One is all the way you get to the Lonely Mountain and you defeat Smaug. Second way, which is probably the better way, you get to the Lonely Mountain, then sometime in the first third of the movie you deal with Smaug, and in the second third, or close to the third of the movie, you deal with the Battle of 5 Armies. 2 movies, easy peasy. And my objection to all of these is that the thing that really frustrates me about this is that The Hobbit is a great story. It's a great story which will translate really well to film on its own. Don't make it into Lord of the Rings again. We already had Lord of the Rings. It was amazing. I love the trilogy. The Lord of the Rings trilogy was wonderfully done. I had little nitpicks here and there. The Two Towers, I think, had some missteps in particular. But in general, an amazing trilogy, an amazing achievement. Fellowship of the Ring is my favorite movie of all time. I think Return of the King is great. And I think Two Towers is still good for its missteps. Great trilogy. So don't go back and do it again. Do The Hobbit. Do its own thing. In The Hobbit, you have battles, you've got fights, you've got dealing with issues with getting through the Misty Mountains. You've got intrigue. You've got sacrifice. You've got everything you could want in The Hobbit. Yeah, exactly. Why have Legolas? Why do you need Legolas? You don't need Legolas. If you want to have Legolas show up in the Woodland Realm when the dwarves get caught and get put into prison by Thranduil, who is Legolas's father. If you have to have Legolas, but there's no reason to keep him and bring him through and have him fight. There's no reason to do all that. I agree with that, Kooky. Yeah, the extended version helped Two Towers, yeah. And I don't think the extended version was as good with Fellowship of the Ring, actually. I think for me, it would go Fellowship of the Ring regular, Two Towers extended, Return of the King regular. That's what I would do. And that would be perfect combination. So, yes. While I'm paused, it is National Voting Registration Day. Now, it is not voting day, but it's voter registration day today in the United States. So if you haven't already, please do, I think we had this sort of vote. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. That's very true, Almadden. I don't know if you've ever seen the Lord of the Rings, also the Bakshi, I think it is, animated one, which is a little different from the Hobbit one, where they literally ran out of money. So they just ended with like the Battle of Helm's Deep. It was really, really dumb. Let's see if we have this command. Nope. Anyway, I don't think we have that command in there, but or at least we don't have it yet. But this is National Voter Registration Day, so now is the time to double check and make sure that you're listed on the poll, that you're listed on the voter rolls. Now is the time to double check and make sure that you're ready to go, that you got your name and they've got it all set, so that in November, first week of November, Tuesday, that first Tuesday in November, you're ready to vote and start to take back our country from the fascism light that's trying to overtake it. So that's the deal with that. That's the drill. The Bakshi one. So anyway, please do that. Please vote. Please register to vote. Make sure that you are registered to vote if you live in the United States. Very, very important. Was the Hobbit original cartoon? Yeah. Kooky, do you remember the music? It's so easy not to try. Let the world go lashing by. If you never say hello. I love that guy. I had this like very vibrato voice. I love that. That guy was awesome. And of course, everybody knows the when there's a whip, there's a way. When there's a whip, there's a way. When there's a whip, we don't want to go to war today, but the Lord of the Lash says nay, 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 do, 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 do. We're gonna march all day, all day, all day, because when there's a whip, there's a way. When there's a whip. We actually, that desperately needs a metal version. Where is Shadowed Mage when we need him? That needs a metal version, that where there's a whip, there's a way. Where there's a whip, there's a way. That really, Never mind Terry Tunes with her glory hammer stuff. What we need is freaking where there's a whip, there's a way. Can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I think we crashed. Oh, we crashed. Uh-oh. All right, let's see. I think I had saved it first. Indiana Jones was an orc. The game wanted me to stop ringing the bell. The game was like, fine, and take this then. Okay. I think this is okay. I think it'll be alright, because I think I saved it. Let's find out. Game is made by Telltale. Man, I feel very bad for the folks at Telltale, for the employees at Telltale. I haven't had a chance to reach out to Series Runner yet, but I mean, apparently from the way people are describing it, they just showed up. They just basically showed up and they were like, well, sorry, you're out of a job. They didn't get severance pay or anything like that. It was just not cool. Not cool. And, you know, quite frankly, the industry has gotten away with this kind of thing for far too long. This happened with 38 Studios also. You know, you can't just have people show up one day and be like, oh, here's the deal. Like, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable to do that. You've got to let people know far ahead of time. And it's not the only industry that does it, but it's an industry that I happen to know something about, you know, being involved in it in some ways. And I'm sorry, like, you just can't do that. You can't be like, oh, whoops, sorry. There needed to be information about this. There needed to be much more sort of prep time. Everyone knew that they were having trouble, but not that they were just going to, you know, completely collapse one day and be like, you're out of a job. No, I didn't see that. Good for them. Good for them. Good for them. They should. I'm sorry. I am absolutely not. I'm not about this constant pretending that, like, you know, people are just there. I understand what an at-will employee is, but you can't just have them show up one day and be like, whoops, sorry, you got luck. Sorry, guys, we know that you were working here for 14, 16-hour days to try to get something shipped to try to save this company, but you're not going to get severance pay, and you're not going to get anything else. You're just going to get fired. Sorry. Not about it. Exactly, Marinda. Yes, yes, yes. That's 100% true. I totally agree with that. I think that the story they told with Thorin was wrong, but I think his casting was right. I think his casting was correct, but I think his story was wrong. I'm with you 100% on that, Kooky, but I do think he was well cast, and I think Bilbo was well cast, and I think they were well cast, but I think that it was an absolute disaster in terms of... I want to go check this out. No, do I? Nah. Yeah, exactly. And you know what? It's not even so much about Telltale. It's about every other company that thinks that it's okay to get away with this. It's about everyone else that thinks it's cool to go. It's about all the other companies that think that they can just do this. And that they're just dealing with widgets and not people. Not cool. Yeah, I mean, but like... And as far as the other... I mean, like, the other problem was, frankly... I mean, I played some of the Batman stuff on Telltale, which I liked. And I was planning on playing more of it at some point, too. But that's the other thing with Telltale. I think that Telltale way overexpanded. You know, there were... At a certain point, they were just producing games for everything. And you were just kind of like... Really? You know, this is an example of, you know, and I hate to go back to this thing that I've used before. I've talked about this in relationship to Harebrained Schemes. But this is exactly the same problem to me with Harebrained Schemes. Ooh. The same problem with let me rephrase. This is the good thing about Harebrained Schemes. As opposed to a lot of these companies, and Harebrained already posted and said, you know, we are looking for positions. They're going to try to help pick up some of these people too. Harebrained Schemes is an example of a company where this wouldn't happen. Where people like Mitch and other people that run that company understand that there's only so much that you can do. And so they expand at the right level and at the right distance. There's lots of things they'd love to do, but they don't have the money to do it yet. And so they are careful. And that's important because they need to be in a situation... Whoops. They need to be in a situation where they can maintain and sustain their system. God damn it. Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know, Elias, though. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I mean, that's part of the problem, right? The losses were coming because they were entering markets that they weren't really ready to handle. You know, so I don't think their market was, I don't think they were ready for some of the markets they went into. I didn't play Tales of Candlekeep, but I heard from a lot of people that it just wasn't up to the level that the other ones were. Right. Yes. That's 100% true. And that, by the way, is something which I think, again, Harebrained does very well. That is the kind of thing that certain studios seem to get and other people don't. You've got to have business people. Now, here's the key. You need to have business people, and you need to have business people that will leave the creative people alone to do creative stuff, but will also be clear about what you can do financially. So in other words, they don't force people to do stuff for financial reasons that hurts the creative process, a la EA and Activision, a la publishers that make people do that, but they'll get out of the way. So Mitch is an example of a guy who understands, and of course he does some of it himself, but he understands that Jordan Weissman really knows what he's doing creatively, but he also knows that Jordan Weissman would go off and like do 6 million things that they couldn't afford if he didn't tell him no. And so they have a wonderful working relationship because Mitch is able to first understand the quality of what's being done, but also make it so that they can continue to run things in the right way and keep their studio growing at a nice steady pace. So it's a combination. They have to hire business people. You're 100% right, Elias. But those business people need to understand the nature of the business that they're in and what they're doing and why it matters. And if you combine those things together, you're likely to be in good shape. But too many times you have companies that are just filled by creative people that don't know what the hell they're doing financially, or a bunch of bean counters that, you know, that think of these games as widgets, right? And that basically wouldn't see any difference if they were making games or like, you know, erasable pens. Like it's all the same to them, you know? Yep. Bethesda's a good example of which, Cookie? Of like bean counter stuff, you mean? Bethesda's a weird case. You know, Bethesda has some things that they know what they're doing with and others that they don't. I can't really figure Bethesda out completely. Marinda, how could you possibly say this is Sam though, see? Common mistake, Marinda. It's the part where Sam runs around and destroys things for cash. What's up, Ten of Clubs? How you doing, Ten? Business creative. Well, you know, it's funny because for a long time, people thought that, you know, hated the way that Bethesda did stuff. But I agree with you that I think Bethesda, the thing about Bethesda is that they get a lot of goodwill from some of their games. And so that really helps them. You know, an example of a company that it seems to me has its business practices together, really understand what they're doing and also produce good creative work. And I mean, you know, full disclosure, I stream for them. CD Projekt. CD Projekt Red is good at this. CD Projekt Red knows what it can do. It clearly is putting out AAA games, but it does it without pissing off its fan base, and it does it while being able to remain consistent and be profitable. CD Projekt's a company like that. It's a good studio. Stoic Studios, another example of a studio that's a good studio. Supergiant Games, another example. These are good studios that kind of keep themselves going, and they don't just release one game and then collapse. I hear that, 10. Sam is Mr. Practical. That explains so much more. Okay. Okay, let's do a few other things here in Bree and do the story before we wrap up for the day, because I'll have to get ready to head over for Pathfinder Kingmaker later today. Wow, you're gonna get that fire going here? This is Bree. This is indeed Bree. Yes. Now, see, you know, it's funny you mentioned that, Beamdog. I'm Beamdog. Kooky. It's funny you mentioned that, Kooky, about Beamdog. I know a lot of people that I shouldn't say a lot. I know a few people who are very loud and vocal about it that do not like Beamdog because they feel like Beamdog basically sort of stole other things, like basically other, you know, things from modders. My feeling has always been that that's kind of a misplaced thing because they made it in such a way that it was actually viable and functional, and so I don't actually agree that it's this. I think it's a good. I think that they've done a good job in bringing some of the things that they needed to forward. Nice. HD of Might and Magic. Are you talking about Ubisoft? Because Ubisoft does it. You know, the only but be aware though, Echo. I am not an Ubisoft hater. I know that it's very trendy to hate them. I'm not down with that. I actually really like Ubisoft. I think they make some mistakes. They're not perfect, but they are one of the few major studios that actually gives a damn about independent studio games and development. And I know that directly from people who have developed them. Jon Finis, who did, he and his studio did Valiant Hearts, The Great War, which was, for my money, one of the better independent games I've ever played. Independent style games. That was Ubisoft Montpellier, and he flat out said that there was no other studio that would have given the support that Ubisoft did to that project. That was not a thing that was going to be a huge seller. That was a labor of love. Ubisoft got behind that. So for all the hate they get, and I know they're not perfect, and I know they've made mistakes, there's a lot to like about the way that Ubisoft handles some of their business. Not all of it, but a lot of it. Oh, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I've had Beamdog on before to talk about, I don't remember what, actually, but I've had them on to talk about one game. I don't recall what it was, though. Oh, okay, well, that's fair. That's fair, Echo. That's fair. Yeah, I need to think more about that. I love Heroes of Might and Magic, but I haven't played the HD versions, so I need to look at that again. By the way, I love this music that's playing right now. This is some of my favorite music, and it came in a different spot. It's right after Boromir. Boromir is killed. Love this. It will wait for him in the White Tower. Whoa! But he will not come. Whoa. Easy, big fella. Yeah, another brick. All in all, you're just another brick in the wall. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's true. I think some of that was a miscommunication, though, Elias. My understanding was that was kind of miscommunication about what they said for whom. Again, I'm not claiming that they're perfect or that any of these places are perfect, but I don't, you know, I think for the most part they do things pretty well. Okay, I need to light one more torch thing out here. This must be okay, those must be special things that you get with some of the characters that you can play. Yeah, you need to be an elf to get up there. Alright. What's up? I need to get that last one lit. Right, but I think they acknowledged some of that, and there was some people said that there was a real question as to how much of that was because of, there we go. Some people said that was a real question about how much of that was because of misunderstanding with NVIDIA, and it wouldn't be the first time that NVIDIA didn't actually have everything optimized the way they were supposed to. So, last fire of the 4. Yay! Wait, where is it? Yeah! Haha! Nice. Bullseye. Yeah, so we need stuff for... Like that's Legolas stuff, basically. Okay, let's get into there.
My little ones want feeding, but I lost my soup pot somewhere in that road where that Black Rider was lurking about. Please find it for me.
You can get side quests? Really? Okay.
You look like a helpful sort. Fancy making me a mithril trowel to replace my tatty old one? For your trouble, I'll let you in on a secret to help you seek out other quests.
Neat. Okay. Oh, there's the mithril trowel. Okay. Select a design from the shelf to forge. Okay. Oops, wait. Oh, and it takes 2 of those to forge? Wow, so you use the blocks to forge something new. Gotta jump up and down on the pillows. Bet you guys didn't know you could make a mithril trowel out of a, out of this. Yeah! Look at that. This scene is so true to the books. Yeah, the mithril trowel chapter is a really underrated. Don't sleep on that chapter.
Thanks for your help.
Wait. Wait.
Good evening, masters. What can I do for you?
No. It better still be out there.
God,
It better be out there.
Seen him for 6 months.
What do we do now?
You go and get the block. Outside, please. Outside, please. Look at the pig. Oh, man. Strider, hype. He's using straws.
What's that?
Something for the road.
I'm getting one.
I really hope that block is outside the door.
You draw far too much attention to yourself. I know what hunts you.
They're all just sitting there still. What? It was the... What?
What are they?
What is that?
They are the Nazgul. Ring wraiths. At all times they feel the presence of the ring.
Where are you taking us?
Into the wild.
No, you're not taking me anywhere. Because I gotta find the freaking brick. Quest finder. Yes! Okay. My boy Strider. What's up?
My little ones want feeding, but I lost...
Here, your soup pot. I'm like... I'm so tired of soup pots. Oh my god. It's just like, did you hear that guy with soup pots? I'm a king. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's save it up. Nazgul attack. Can you help me find my pot? Exactly, exactly. Oh man, it's too funny. It's so fun. It is fun. I don't know. You know, there's definitely people who like these games, and I definitely understand. Okay, you can do like mini map stuff, and I'm down with that. I don't know how much sort of stream wise it's really. I don't really know about how much stream-wise it's got of interest for people, but it's definitely fun. I can see myself coming back to it at some point. Help me find my pot. You know what's funny is that these games always have... I mean, they're obviously Lego. They're not real whatever, but they actually try to stick fairly close to the structure of the story in some ways. I mean, obviously there's things that they alter, like the Nazgul going into the women's bathroom, but that's just like, you know, I've thought about that, Kilobyte. I've thought about Spider-Man for PS4 because I really like the Arkham games, and I've thought about doing something like this because it reminds me of that. I've heard good things about it. The other thing is at some point, obviously, I've got my Switch now, so I'll be able to do that. I do have to throw out a plug for Golf Story, by the way. I actually played that off stream. That was a lot of fun. Golf Story was a lot of fun. And also, a quick note to Tin Man Games, Warlock of Firetop Mountain just came out for Switch, and they sent me a code for it. I didn't ask for it or anything. They just sent me a code, so I had a chance to play it a little bit on my Switch, so it was awesome. This, by the way, is the Switch. That's the Switch. And the thing that's the coolest thing is the freaking, the cardboard lab thing. Like the Labos thing that I've been making this with my daughter. I was actually thinking of doing an IRL stream with this some point. Like, check this bad boy out. We actually built a We actually built a fishing rod out of cardboard that actually works with the Switch. You could play a fishing game on it. It's just made out of cardboard. I don't know how to describe this except that this is only something Nintendo would know how to do. It's just, you put the Joy-Con, so you put one Joy-Con, one of the controllers in here, you put the other one in here in the reel, and then as you spin it, it senses that you're doing it, so you can actually play it on this thing right here on the Switch. It's such a smart, it's such good design. It's such smart design. Like, you look at it and you go, come on, you're going to build stuff out of cardboard, but this really works. And there's like a piano that we haven't built yet, and a house and a motorbike and stuff. Like, and my daughter and I have been having a blast putting these together. So we've got 2 so far, the car and the fishing rod, but it's really, really neat. And I knew that I was going to get a Switch at some point anyway, because I knew that I was going to want to play the Metroid Prime 4 game when that came out. And now that they've got the Nintendo Switch Online stuff, so that you can do a bunch of stuff like that. And also because of being able to play it portably is a big deal. And also being able to... it's just like such a smart like way to design it. And then also being able to play Breath of the Wild when I get to that part of my Zelda playthrough. So anyway, I'm very pleased with that. That was actually good. Yes, I have seen those, Marinda. Those are pretty sweet. I have seen those. And yes, so am I, Kilobyte. Oh my God. I feel like if they have any, I mean, Nintendo sometimes does weird stuff with this, but I would love for them to just release it leading up to Metroid Prime 4. They're not going to. They're not going to, Marinda, I don't think, because they're not going to let Team Ninja get its hands and ruin it. Although I don't want to go down that route because I'm going to get into an argument with poor Kilobyte again about, this, and I don't want him to have to lose the argument again. Hey-o! No, I'm just kidding. But on that subject, you're completely wrong. Just saying. No, Kilobyte's awesome. But Metroid Prime 4 is not going to be Metroid Other M garbage. I really hope not. It's... the Metroid Prime series is amazing. I love the Metroid Prime series. So, we'll be good. Yeah, I just don't think it's a great game anyway, though. And it definitely is not a great Metroid game, but I also just don't think it's a great game. I don't like the gameplay either. I just didn't love it. So, yeah, here's the thing about the Switch. The Switch is designed so that it actually can hook in, and we actually played snipper clips on stream with this. So it's designed so that the dock can hook into my computer so I can stream it on PC. I also can take it and just bring it with me and actually use it for like the cardboard stuff that I was showing you guys before. You can also take it and put the controllers, attach them to this thing. Actually, the controllers hook into it, so then you have like a really cool, like comfortable pad that you can use it with when you're playing. You could even theoretically do that and just have the Switch here and just be playing on that little screen. The real genius of it is the fact that whatever you play on the big screen, when you pull it off of the dock and take it with you, the exact same game is being played by you on the smaller screen. That's the genius of it. It's not different versions. It's not, this is a light version of it. It's the exact same version in both cases, just with a smaller screen. That's the brilliance of it. It's portable into TV, back into portable. So... it's a really, really great idea. And it's just another example of what they do. I'm very happy with it. Yeah, exactly. I was playing Mario Kart, go somewhere, suspended the game, pull it out of the dock, resume playing the cart. Exactly. And it doesn't have as good, graphical quality as the PS4. It's never going to make anyone forget Last Guardian. It's never going to make anybody forget, stuff that you can get on the Xbox that is exclusive to that. But it doesn't need to have that. And I think that's one thing Xbox has never really understood. I think PS4 sometimes gets it, and some of their exclusives are demonstrative of the fact that they understand what's going on. I like Destiny. I don't know about Destiny 2, but I like the first Destiny, which was beautiful graphically. I thought that I loved The Last Guardian. I thought that the Uncharted series has been a lot of fun. So I think Sony kind of gets it, but I don't think Microsoft does, really, at least not when it comes to the Xbox. And I think that the Nintendo Switch has really kind of outflanked them on this stuff. And so, yeah, they do weird stuff, Cujo. Sometimes I just don't understand why, if they brought the Virtual Console to the Nintendo Switch, they would just print money. But for some reason, there's something they just don't. But every time I say that, on the other hand, find me another, tell me that Sony or Microsoft would have listened to a company telling them, how about we make a bunch of cardboard things that people can put together and use the Switch and connect it. Tell me what Sony and Microsoft would have done. because they would have laughed those people out of the room. They would have been like, you've got to be kidding me. Nintendo was like, okay, let's give it a shot. Same thing with the Wii. When they came out with the Wii and motion control and all that stuff, and then Xbox and PlayStation spent the next 5 years trying to match what we did right off the bat, that's because Nintendo was like, let's do this thing. So I do have to say that although Nintendo does screwy stuff, at least they are consistent in what they think is their brand and kind of maintain it that way. So that's just, you know. Yeah, that's right. But they have a relentless focus, though, on the toys and the games, is the thing. They have a relentless focus on it, and it means that they generally don't screw it up too badly. I also want to try the Tennis Aces game, which I've heard is pretty good. I want to try that. I have no interest in the Mario Rabbids thing, but I might want to try that. And, you know, at some point, maybe Mario Odyssey, you know, I might give a shot to. But the main thing, but I've watched a lot of speed runs of that. But the main thing is Breath of the Wild, and most of all, Metroid Prime 4 is going to be great. Yes, and Ace Attorney. Absolutely, Ace Attorney. Google loves cardboard. That's true. Ace Attorney for sure. Anyway, so how did people feel about Lord of the Rings, Lego Lord of the Rings, by the way? I'm not going to come back and play that next because I do want to play some of these other games first, but I may add it to my list if you guys think that Lego Lord of the Rings was fun to watch. Did you enjoy it? I know Echo liked it. Yeah, I wouldn't do as much farming, probably, Kerflop. You like the Lord of the Rings everything? Yeah, well, see, that's why you're the man, Uncle Eyes. I've always known that. That's why you're the hero of this tale. I loved watching it. I know you did, Echo. I know. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Okay. All right. Well, that's, you know, I will add that to the list then. I will add that to the list. We'll put that on there. Maybe I'll throw that down here, like. Yeah, exactly. No, I know it. I don't disagree. I'm not disagreeing. Okay. All right. I have added it to the list of games, but it's not going to be the next one. It's not going to be for a while because I have other games that I want to get through first. But I am going to add it onto the list as a game would do. Oh, thanks, Cookie. I appreciate that. Well, if you guys enjoyed this, first of all, thank you. And please make sure to follow the stream, sub to the channel. Please make sure to check out the YouTube !ArvTube, Discord !ArvCord, the shop !ArvShop. Don't forget about the Twitter !ArvTweets. Make sure to check out as well the Patreon !ArvTreon, and of course subbing to the channel. All those things is great. That's the first thing. I appreciate that, Cookie. You resubbed? Did you resub and I missed it, Kookie? Did you resub and I missed it? Did an alert go off and I didn't see it? I don't think I saw an alert for you, Kookie. Did anyone? Am I nuts? I saw that. That's so weird. Because you've got the 3-month one now, Kookie. You actually have the 3-month. Oh my God! I'm so sorry, Kookie. I didn't see the alert go off. Kilobytes went off. Yeah, I saw his. 4 months now. Yeah, so you got the yellow one. No, you got the 4 months. You're only 2 months away from getting a red quill, Kookie. 2 months away from getting a red one. Seriously, though, Kookie Canuck, thank you, man. Always appreciate your kind words in here. So thank you. I'm so sorry that I missed that. I don't know why I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure why that happened. Kilobyte is a gold quill because he's been, yeah, I know, because you're over a year now. So, but thank you, Kookie. I appreciate that. Now, 2 things quickly. First of all, yes, vote. If you haven't done so already, now is the time to register to vote. It is National Voter Registration Day. If you live in the United States, please make sure to check out, that is not it. Please make sure to check out the voting link, which I don't have here. Make sure to check out Turbo Vote. I believe it's Everytown, which is, it's on the other side. Everytown.turbovote.org, I believe it is. Everytown.turbovote.org, I believe. Make sure that you head over there and make sure that you are not purged. Make sure that you are registered to vote. And that means you too, Cujo. You know, people in Michigan need to be voting too, my dude. So make sure you're ready to vote. Yeah, well, that's the way it should be here. America is the only country where people actively try to keep you from voting. It's ridiculous. Anyway, so make sure that you register to vote. That's extremely important, so that you can be ready when the first weekend, the first Tuesday of, Oh, I keep forgetting you're in Canada. Still, though, hey, listen, if you're in Ontario, I've heard Canada has its own problems, okay? and his name rhymes with Bug Blord. I've heard that Ontario has its own issues. So, Everytown dot Okay, there we go. I think this is right. Let's just double check. Yes, that's it. Everytown.turbovote.org. If you go to that site, and that's this site, I am wearing their shirt right now. If you go to that site, you will be able to check out your own information in terms of whether you're registered to vote in your hometown. It'll sort of lead you to the proper links that you need to make sure that you're ready and registered to vote. Remember that sometimes a lot of states do not have same-day registration, so you need to be registered before so you can actually vote on the day. So please make sure that you go and check that out. And then believe me, when Tuesday comes and it's the first day of voting, I will be talking that up like nobody's business in November. Trust me, I will be all over that. I may even do like a special voting event or something. I don't know. I'll be all over it anyway. So make sure that you check that out. Yeah, they should. Well, Minnesota's sensible. Other than the fact that they don't. That their main football team decides to lose to the Buffalo Bills by 24 points. Other than that, they're very sensible, the Vikings. So, yeah, no, I appreciate that, Echo. That's really awesome. I love to see the Red Sox be connected with me. I'm a big fan of the Red Sox, obviously. So, anyway, but that is going to, yeah, true, but it's still pretty bad. 52 to 53% of the eligible voting population voting is pretty crappy. It should be, I would, if it was like 75%, I'd feel a lot better about it. 53% is pretty lousy. So, and that's one of the reasons that we get, people that shouldn't be in there because not enough people vote that are affected by those people. But in any case, make sure that we do that. That's important. It's very important that people register to vote and get ready to vote, because no election has been more important than this one, at least in the United States, for a very long time. So please make sure that you check that out. So make sure that you do all the things in terms of following the channel. Again, a reminder about today. So in about a half hour, I'm going to be over at GOG. I'm going to be doing the release stream of Pathfinder Kingmaker. So I've got to go set that up right now. And then I will be this evening, I'll be back here at 9 p.m. Eastern with the Our Vocalists. We will have a reduced crew tonight. It will be Russ, Zach, and we don't know if Rob is going to be here, because I actually am not 100% sure if he's back from Europe yet. And Maggie, Margaret Crone, who is part of our Infinity and Beyond crew, will be joining the Our Vocalists, and so she will be with us on Tuesday. Next month, we will add in Rob for sure, and Bonnie Gordon will be back next month, so we'll have a full team of 5 next month. But at least today, we're going to have 3, so probably, and maybe 4 if Rob happens to be back. So you'll definitely want to check that out, as we are going to be playing some more Crosscode with our voice shenanigans. So make sure you stop back tonight. And then Friday, of course, we've got Esper Genesis with the full crew of 5 this time. Carlos Hernandez just recently joined us as a surprise, so he will be part of the mix going forward. And then Saturday, more Lone Wolf HD Remastered. Again, if you missed the announcement earlier today, I am doing some writing for Emberwind, which we actually played on the stream. I'm doing a little bit of writing for them. I also have other publishing announcements that I can't make yet, but I'm very excited about. I can't wait to talk about it. Anyway, so you will definitely want to make sure that you keep your eyes open, because they will be releasing my first story for this universe towards the end of this week. I don't yet have a day, but sometime towards the end of this week, they will have a story released of mine in Emberwind. I can't talk about the name of it or anything like that yet, but I was allowed to announce that I was going to have one, so I'm happy to be working with them, and that's going to be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. Thank you, Marinda. I'm very excited about that. Again, I'm not writing a ton for them for right now, because I'm so busy doing other things, including my day job, being a dad and a husband, and also managing, my writing career that has my original stuff. But we are, I'm writing here and there for them. And again, I've got some very exciting publishing news coming down the pike I can't talk about quite yet. Last announcement you may not have seen: next month is going to be the virtual digital release of my band's third album, called 5 Years Later. That's going to be released, and I'm going to do a full release of the album on my stream next month. Then the month after, November, I will be doing a release stream, a physical one, up in Boston at a place to be determined. And then in December, I'll be back down here in New York doing a release stream at the Delancey, which is the club that we played back in June that Shattermage came to see us at. So that's what's going to be happening in terms of music and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that as well. But now I got to get on out of here, because I got to get ready for Pathfinder in about a half hour, Pathfinder Kingmaker. If you liked what you saw today, thank you so much. Please make sure to follow all the things. Also, thank you again to DXWND, because they're awesome. But thank you so much for supporting the channel in all the ways that you do, and make sure that you're back here for 9 p.m. But definitely stop by in about a half hour over at GOG, where I will be playing some Pathfinder Kingmaker. It's going to be a very good time. No raid today, because I hope that you guys are going to be going over there instead. Thank you to my wonderful mods today. Thank you to Kilobyte, 10 of Clubs, and Thorg. By the way, Kilobyte is been doing a lot of work on Speculate, the website, and also releasing stuff. And I'm happy to say that the second actual play podcast of Speculate 2.0 basically, just went up, set in Eberron. This is part 2 of our one-shot adventure with Maurice Broadus, Marie Bilodeau, Lauren Roy, and then Mike Underwood was the other player. I was DMing. We had a lot of fun with this. So part 2 of the 3-part adventure is today, just released, and you can find that at speculatesf.com. So kudos to Kilobyte for doing such a great job in getting that, but kudos as well to Rudy Basso, who is the audio editor of this. Rudy's an amazing audio editor. We're really happy to have him. He's also doing work on the Curse of Strahd podcast for me, so he's great. And yes, you'll definitely want to check that out also. And as Kilobyte said, you can find it on iTunes and Google Play as well. All right, that's going to do it for me. I'm going to rise up on out of here. No raid today. Please stop by in about a half hour over at GOG for Pen and Pixels and Pathfinder Kingmaker release stream. I'll also be giving away a copy then. Until then, thanks to everyone who made this an awesome stream. Again, thank you to Kilobyte, to 10 of Clubs, to Thorg. Thank you to my subs, Kilobyte, Echo Alpha X5, JLC, Kerflop, and Kooky Canuck, Nonstop, and Uncle Elias. Thank you as well to 10 of Clubs for the long-time Patreon support, which I really appreciate. Good to see you again, 10. Thank you to Apricot, Droopfruit, Commander Root, Cujo, ECAG, Electrical Longboard, Jagtris, Maxwell Begun. I don't think I've seen you in here before, Maxwell. I hope you liked what you saw and heard, and will follow and support the channel with subbing and Patreon support if you can. Thank you to Marinda. Thank you to Not for 70Y. Thank you to Filderbeast. Thank you to Poltergeist Zero, Questionable Results, Skinny Seahorse, Slow Cool, Stalio, Tobik, U. Christensen, V&K, and Virgo Praz. That's going to do it for me. Love you all. You're all the best viewers on Twitch, as I've said many times, and I will see all of you wonderful people over at GOG in about half an hour. Until then, thanks everyone. Lego Lord of the Rings premiere stream complete. We'll do more of it at some point in the future, but thanks for being here, and I'll catch all of you people soon over on GOG. Till then, be good to each other. Have a good day.
Fresh and new, when it all seemed clear to you, when your aim was straight and true. Were your mind untroubled by the questions in the dark?